This is about local news as well. Dave's a part of it.
Not lately.
No, I couldn't believe you weren't on. I kept watching for you.
I was gone.
You were out of there.
I was out of there, baby.
How dare he take vacation?
It was so much more exciting.
I knew. I saw tropical systems. I said, adios, amigos.
So much more exciting when you were there.
Nah.
They did a report on a station in Pennsylvania, in the Scranton area, about a local fair that had come to town. It's that season, I guess.
It is.
Remember many years ago, when State Fair came here, they went to the State Fair and asked people, what do you like most about the State Fair? It's always so much fun.
One of our favorite clips.
It is. How great the State Fair can be. It's about that time of year.
One thing at the fair, the rise, man. The rise. Energizes.
To Rush. The whole thing is just, it's fun.
It's going to be the best North Carolina State Fair ever. Ever. The best weather, the best people, the best prizes. What more can you ask for?
The best. It's the best. What more do you want out there? And
that's his real voice, by the way.
That's him.
Oh, yeah.
Still calling it. And, of course, the best part of it.
What's the best part about the State Fair this year?
The women.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we mean?
The women.
What's the best part about the State Fair this year?
The women.
Always.
Yes, annually. Perennially.
Always.
He must be getting excited with fall in the air.
Yes.
Oh, yes. It's time for the
Do
women.
we mean?
Well, things have changed. Either things have changed since then or it's different in Pennsylvania because the television station WNEP went out to the Bloomsburg County Fair every single night of the fair. I guess it lasts a week or 10 days.
Heck yeah.
So they're out there every night.
They send their their light reporter out there, the features reporter.
Yes. And they did reports every night live from the fair. I know sometimes we have people stationed live at the fair.
Sure.
And we do our countdowns and stuff out there. And they went out, and so they have what they call a viewer feedback line where you can call the telephone and leave a message about any story you want. And they encourage it. They're like, what do you think about our story on this or that? And a lot of people called about the Bloomsburg County Fair. And many were critical of the coverage. Here's one here about their coverage of the fair.
Well, some people can't afford to go to the fair. So what do? Just sit home because they can't put gas in their car and food in their house? I guess so. Only the privileged people get to go out to the fair.
How dare you?
Yep.
That's true.
It's a Lackawanna's finest out there.
How dare you?
All the blue bloods
Thanks,
out
Biden.
there from the main line.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Go on out to the fair.
Join up and joy walking up and down the midway.
Just flaunt your money.
Twirling.
Flaunt
All
your
these
money
rich
out.
Must be nice.
Riding in your limousine up to the fair.
The must be nice. That takes it to the nth degree.
I've never heard anyone say that about a county fair.
Not once.
Although I'd have to ask, how much does it cost to go to the fair?
Well, now, I'll tell you this.
I don't know.
The last time I went to the fair, it was expensive. It was way more expensive than I thought it would be.
This is one of those things where I haven't been in ages. You buy a ticket and then
That's
you
the
buy
thing.
per ride.
That was what we did. And so this was when my kids were younger, probably 10 years ago. I haven't been in a long time. But you buy a ticket to get in, and then the ride tickets, were really pricey.
Do they like, is a Ferris wheel 5 tickets?
Right.
And this is 3 tickets?
Right.
Okay.
But I mean, it basically to ride the Ferris wheel is probably, $5 for everybody. It was pretty expensive. I remember thinking then, wow.
You have to go buy tickets after you get tickets to go in.
That's right.
Right.
So it's, and of course the food is expensive and everything.
Food's the best part.
So I think
Is it?
I don't know if the food's the best part.
What's the best part about the State Fair this year?
The women.
I challenge you on that.
Yeah,
Dave.
you may be
Challenge you
right.
on that. Well, back to
Lackawanna.
outside of Scranton. What do you think of our coverage?
And this is about your reporting of the Bloomsburg Fair, day after day after day. Everyone in this area knows where that fair is. And if they want to know what's going on, let them go see it. And stick to the newscasting and the news reporting. And not talking about stomping on stupid grapes or stupid animals.
They did a great report out there. They did a
Making wine? You can come on out to the fair here and squash your own grapes. Back to you in the studios.
There's a touch of truth to the
Well,
she
okay,
that just
all right.
called there.
Okay, that's right. I think it was, I don't know. I thought it was a he.
I think it was a dude
who said enough already with all this fair coverage.
Dave, you're rusty. That was a little edgy.
We know.
They.
Save the he-she talk for vacation.
Good thing we don't have a complaint line.
Somebody said to me once, "Do you want a listener feedback line?" I said, "No, no, I don't."
Let's remember, these people calling in are the ones watching local
news. Well, this man, I don't know how you feel about this, Dave. All right. There's a complaint, but I think it helps you.
Let's get to the weather. We won't want to see Bloomsburg people and where they're from. We want to see the weather, especially now.
Come on.
It's getting cold out there.
When are the leaves changing?
Let's get to the weather.
I think I found your ringtone, Dave.
Actually, that should be. I want that to lead in every time.
Every time we go.
time.
Yes.
Let's get to the weather.
This guy's a gem.
Isn't he?
Yes.
Play that before
He's
all
a
your
gem.
We're playing that before all your
Where's he been all our lives? Up at Lackawanna?
I love it. Yeah, he's up in Lackawanna. Now, one person complained about the station's dog. The station has a dog that they take to everything.
Okay, that's clever.
All right. The Today Show used to try to do that.
Yeah.
Remember that? They had a dog.
Yeah, they would trot it out to the plaza every now and then. But eventually, I think they gave it to veterans, right?
They did.
They were training it.
I think it was Lauer's dog. So
when he left, it left.
How are we going to repurpose this dog?
Yeah. I'm taking my dog.
Lauer's going to take it around the world with him.
What if that dog could talk? The things
that dog has seen
on couches.
Let's give the dog to a veterans group.
It's the only way we can save it. Get it off the books.
Quickly.
Make it a companion animal. Now.
So the dog was gone. Trooper was gone at that point.
Yeah.
Well, people didn't like the complaints about the dog.
I was just watching the news, and a gentleman came on and complained about Ranger. He must not be an animal lover. I think Ranger is phenomenal. Tell his owner to keep taking him everywhere publicly. And I think we should start a Facebook page and call it Ranger's World.
They're talking about it.
Ranger's World.
Got right through. Another fan of Ranger.
I think that Ranger is having a ball at these things, and he doesn't care. He probably never even owned the dog, or a dog probably ripped him apart one time or another. Mm-hmm. You know, don't call in and put the poor dog down, because he's helping everyone.
Exactly. Everybody likes Ranger.
Good boy, Ranger.
Maybe you got ripped apart by a dog. Ranger's not that
You don't know if you get torn apart over there.
You have no idea.
You have no idea.
Wow, Scranton.
What you're saying. Rich, you're talking about the fair. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm originally from that area, and the fair is in Schofield County.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that's ever changed there for like the 30 years that I lived up there was the increase in parking prices, admission, and food. You've been there once, you don't have to go again.
That's it.
Oh.
So,
same rides, same carnies.
What about the pie contest?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. You sound a lot like the callers there to their viewer feedback line. Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Really appreciate it, Rich. It sounds like this fair is just basically offering the same thing for a higher price these days.
But, you know, that's what county fairs are. Their budgets are, they're not increasing.
Nobody says they're not there to make money.
They're tight. Yeah. And one last...
What about the farmers?
Yeah, what about
you got to get that prize money for the pickles.
We have one more call. This
Yeah.
is viewer feedback from the television station in Pennsylvania.
I'll be so glad when this week is over and the Bloomsburg Fair is over with that I won't have to be hearing constantly on every newscast, the Bloomsburg Fair, the Bloomsburg Fair, Bloomsburg Fair. And as for that caller that was saying his coworkers were there and is going to get in trouble for missing work, go to work where you belong. You don't belong up at the Bloomsburg Fair.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah, workday's workday. You've said it before.
That's maybe my favorite segment ever.
Yeah.
That's the best. And even Our local callers. No, I'm from there.
Yeah.
They're right. Fair is
What's
all.
that time of
Bloomberg
year?
Fair, the Bloomberg Fair, the Bloomsburg Fair. Enough.
I guarantee you they had to set up the phone line because that group didn't know how to email.
Or get on Facebook. At least some of the channels around here have Facebook feedback.
Yeah, you can see that
For
a
the
lot
olds.
on Facebook for us olds. I watch a lot of it.
But it's not the same as a good piece of audio like that.
right there.
When you can play that back.
The real thing.
That's good stuff. Right. That really lets the, you
get the color.
The feelings come through.
Well, some people can't afford to go to the fair, so what do? Just sit home because they can't put gas in their car and food in their house? I guess so. Only the privileged people get to go out to the fair.
It's fact.
Said that for years, really.
It's a fact.